welcome back to After Dark. We are playing the Black Mirror, and it's been a while since we played this game, and we have a little bit to discuss since the last episode, where we got our first key of 5 that we need, and we kind of figured out the plot, essentially, of the game. So, just a quick recap. Back in the 1200s, Mordred and, what's his name? The good guy. Oh my god, it's been so long. Mordred and something. The good guy. Gabriel? No. Who was it? Fuck. Okay, whatever. Anyway, they were battling it out, and as Mordred died, he put a curse on the family, on the Gordons, and said that men of the line will go crazy, and when they sacrifice essentially 5 souls, Mordred will come back. So, we can assume that that's what's happening right now. 2 people have died. There's a strange symbol next to them. We can assuredly expect 3 more deaths, and after that, presumably, Mordred will come back. And we have to get these 5 keys to be able to seal Mordred away and prevent him from being able to do that. We got the first one. We have 4 more to go, and that seems to be our task for the whole game. That being said, we're still stuck down here, because if you remember, we couldn't get out this way, so we need to find a new way out.
I can't see anything interesting.
Okay.
I can't see any...
But it lets me... Oh, touch it? Right-click on it and a mouse comes out. Check that out.
Where did it run?
Somewhere. Let's investigate the suspicious spot, shall we? Great.
I must have hurt my arm. Could have been worse, though. At least I'm alive.
You know, when I first did that, I thought it was a fail. Not the game ended. But we seem to be okay. We are now in the mines. An area that I consider to be the most boring area of the game, unfortunately. It's very dull, and it just seems to be a lot of puzzle busy work, but hopefully we'll finish it in one episode and get out of here. Let's figure out what we gotta do first.
A mechanism of some sort with 3 levers. With a bit of luck, it might still work.
Okay. What's this?
A rusty valve. It might be feeding the fuel somewhere. It's stuck.
Okay.
It won't move the slightest bit. It's stuck.
Well, it's still remaining something. Let's click this.
If only I knew the correct setup. I've got to keep trying.
Correct setup on.
Nothing. The levers must be in the wrong position.
Okay, what about all 3 up? Or 1 down?
The mechanism is short on power consumption.
Okay. Does it have to be like that? Oh my god. Lame. How many possible, like... How many possible combinations could there be? Oh my god.
Excellent. Everything's going to be easier with light.
That took way too long.
Here are the things I lost when I fell down the shaft. Most of the items are all right.
So we got to keep our wallet, our chess piece knife, our pills, our glass ball, our diary, the key.
The camera is smashed.
Oh no. And, well, apparently a few other things. Our map, the picture, a couple notes. Didn't exactly showcase everything. But it gives you a nice item reset. All the crap that we had earlier is now gone. That being said, let's go ahead and look at other things we can click on. Can this move any further?
It won't move the slightest bit.
No. Okay. What's this? A metal box.
Old wire cutters might come in handy.
And some rope. Let's see if he says anything about them interesting.
They're rusty, but still holding together. A strong rope. It's sure to bear a lot of weight. It may be of some use to me.
Anything else? Now, I do believe this is the first time we can actually die. If we were to touch this cable or try to cut it right now, we would die. So, let's see if we can turn off the power first. And then we're going to use the wire cutters on the cable. If I can get it to highlight. There we go.
It won't be obstructing my way any longer.
Okay. Light back on. There we go. Let's leave.
Locked.
Damn it.
Locked.
Okay. Wire cutters again on the fence. I do believe that was a thing. So what's happening then? The rope? Oh wait, right click?
The key is on the other side of the door.
There we go. Yeah, you had to right click first. Okay, now we can cut open the fence here.
I'll try to get my hand through to reach the key. Got it.
Now get out, Samuel. Yay.
Another shaft. How many of these are there in here? Maybe I'll never make it to the surface again.
So many shafts. Wooden boxes.
They'll probably be empty, but whatever the content is, it's sure to have been destroyed by water.
How do you know? Why don't you go look? A rod. Anything to say about it?
A steel rod with a sharp end.
Okay. Guess not. What else we got? A skeleton. Someone died down here.
I wonder how he died.
And we've picked up a what? A rag?
The cloth is rotten, but still usable.
Okay. A cave in.
This corridor is entirely clogged.
We got a big barrel.
The barrels around here probably contain oil or diesel fuel. This one's empty.
A switchboard.
The door is tightly shut.
Okay, maybe the sharp rod will help. Apparently not. A rope, maybe? No. Oh, you know what? Chess piece knife. Look at that. Using the old noodle.
A system of fuses and cables. Nothing I could use. A system of fuses, nothing I could use.
Well, then why open it, Samuel? And it's remaining a hotspot. You can't lie to me. We'll be back here soon. Is that it over here? Samuel seemed to have frozen for a bit there. Okay. I guess we're heading onward.
Lift shaft. The lift is my only chance to get to the surface. Hopefully, I'll be able to call it somehow.
I guess we'll find out. Let's see, we got a mining cart.
It's very rusty, but still in one piece. It's very rusty.
And we can still click on it. We got a barrel.
A big barrel full of oil.
And it's sitting on a lid.
There might be something under that lid. There might be...
Well, we gotta get that barrel off somehow. Let's see what's in this rusty container.
There is nothing in it, just mud mixed with dirty water.
Yummy. Control panel for the lift. Maybe we can just get out.
It's broken.
Okay, well. My idea is done for now. Let's check out the engine room. Maybe there'll be a switch in there. Control panel.
I could try starting the machine, but I don't know how. I could try...
Guess we're gonna have to find some instructions.
This enormous mechanism was used to move something big. Maybe it controlled the main lift.
Could be. Got a pool.
Dirty water with oil in it.
Let's go ahead and soak that rag in it. It won't let us until it fucking tells us to. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Dirty water.
Just let me use it. I know I need to use it. I forgot this game does that to you. Destroyed ladder.
I could climb it, but it leads to nowhere.
A ladder always leads to somewhere, Samuel. Otherwise, why would the ladder exist? Why? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and stab the barrel with the sharp rod. Right? No? Okay. The things I know that I'm supposed to do, I'm not being allowed to do. And I don't know why. Do I have to stab it with this? I'm supposed to puncture this.
I have to push it off somehow in order to get to the lid.
Uh-huh.
No way. It's too heavy.
Okay, so I had to see that animation. Now I can do it.
I'll try piercing through the plate with the sharp end of the rod.
Okay. And then...
This should do the trick. There
you go. Let's open up that trap door.
The lid won't move.
See what I mean? Everything in this mine is a puzzle. Everything needs something else to work with something else to make something else work. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I tied one end of the rope to the lid.
Okay. Now we're going to tie the other end of the mining cart.
All I need to do now is push away the trolley.
Let's push it away. Push it, Samuel. Push it. Da, 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 da,
It
da, da,
can't
da.
be moved.
Why? Why can't it be moved? Why?
It can't be...
Is there something in the way? I just right-clicked it.
I have to get rid of the brake stop.
Okay. Okay. You gonna push it now? Are you happy, Samuel? There you go. Oh, look at that. A good 15 frames a second. I love it. Gotta love old games. Alright, what can we do here? A dark corner. Let's go there.
It's too dark over there. I'll keep close to the light coming from above.
Okay. What about this barrel?
It's like the ones upstairs, full of oil. I don't need oil now.
Well, fine. What about this dark corner? Do you like this one?
The wall ends here.
Nah. He ain't about them dark corners. Okay, let's continue climbing down then.
It's entirely dark in here. The power circuit is probably interrupted.
Well, let's turn it back on.
It looks like a power distribution circuitry box. It can't be opened.
Mm-hmm. What about the chess piece knife? There we go.
It has loosened. I must reconnect the circuit.
Oh, for God's sakes. Okay. Green is going to go here, I do believe. This one can't be moved. I think red goes here. And then blue. Yeah?
At last! I'd say this used to be the lift room.
Could have been. Fuse box?
A fuse box. I'd better leave it alone.
Fine. Generator console? Or controls? Controls?
Maybe its purpose is to power the lift. Maybe its purpose...
Well then do it. Do it, man. Get me out of these puzzles. It's a skeleton.
Who could it have been? Who could it have been?
I don't know. But right-clicking on him
I found a small key.
nets me a small key. Let's check out the locker.
There's a lock on it.
What about this one?
There is nothing useful there anymore.
Okay. Well, let's use the small key on this locker then.
A revolver. I'll take it.
Nice.
Hopefully, it will still work.
Got a sick gun.
There are some old bullets here. Let's hope they aren't useless.
Okay. I'm guessing I would need to combine the bullets with the gun.
There were just 2 bullets in the box.
Revolver loaded with 2 bullets. Better not waste them.
Technical drawings and plans for a machine of some kind.
Probably for the machine upstairs.
There's nothing in it.
Okay. Let's look at the book then.
Maybe it will help me get outside.
Maybe.
May 29th. Everything has gone smoothly today. Another day without any malfunction.
Another day without any malfunction. Except for the dreadful heat here. A horrible 55 degrees. If it were not for the drinks from the surface, we would all drop dead from thirst. May 30th. One of the 3 vent shafts seems to be clogged. The men say something must be stuck in it. That would explain the horrible heat. I have to go to the vent shafts and check out the whole area this afternoon. May 31st. Something has entirely clogged vent 2. It's going to take a while before we can remove it. It's almost halfway through and quite large. Tomorrow we shall discover what has been causing the heat in here. June 1st. We finally dragged out the thing that was clogging the second vent today. It was a body. One of the new workers must have fallen down the vent. Nobody knows his identity yet. The body must have been there for quite a while. And the heat here. June 15th. The last fortnight has been peaceful. No major malfunctions. June 18th. Old Morton has gone mad. They found him at the end of the new corridor, just sitting there, gazing into space. No one managed to get a sensible word out of him. He just kept mumbling about some ghost. Perhaps he has breathed in too much gas. I had him taken to the doctor. June 19th. We had another ghost episode this afternoon. Such nonsense. There must be a gas leak around here somewhere. We'll carry out a reading tomorrow morning. June 22nd. We examined the entire corridor and found nothing. No gas. However, 3 more men had to be taken out today. Nobody knows what is wrong with them. They keep saying the same rubbish as old Morton. If it goes on like this, the mine will have to close down, and Fuller won't be too keen on that. June 23rd. It took me an hour to persuade those cowards into the hoist today. Nobody wants to work in the new corridor. They're afraid of the ghost. I had to agree to shut it down. Otherwise, I'd have to go into the mine alone. Day 1. Something terrible has happened. I heard strange, damn strange sounds coming from above the lift shaft. And then it happened. A nerve-shattering scream, and the sound of a tremendous crash. I don't know how many minutes or hours have passed since then, but when I regained consciousness, I was on the other side of the room, and my mouth was full of dirt. I believe a couple of my ribs are broken, and my left arm is so swollen I can barely move it. I don't know if I'll be able to crawl out of the lift room in this condition. Day 2. It's no use. All my attempts to break out of here have been unsuccessful. Something must have fallen on the ladder access lid. Damn it. The only other way out is by lift, but it is not working. I hope someone will open the lid for me from above. Otherwise, I fear what will happen. Day 3. I estimate I've been in this bloody hole for 3 days already. I'm very hungry, but my thirst is worse. Thank God for all the moisture. I'm drinking water from the pools under the pipes. My arm hurts badly. I cannot raise it anymore. My whole body aches from screaming, but nobody can hear me. The only possibility is that damned lid, or the lift. But I can't do anything about it from here. How ironic. Day 4. I am getting weaker. I know I won't make it much longer. My arm is in flames, and I'm running out of candles. The light is barely flickering. If nobody finds me soon, I am going to die from blood poisoning, or slowly from hunger and thirst. Without light, it will be much worse than even now. I know that these are my last words, but I don't know what to write. Maybe just... If somebody finds this and takes it out to the surface, please, bury me like a proper man. Farewell.
Well, that's no good. And I'm assuming that's what this body is. What's also interesting is we found above that the lid was closed and there's a barrel on top of it, almost as if someone put it there on purpose. So I'm wondering if he was essentially murdered. But it's never really explained. So, now that we know how to get this thing going, I think we're good to climb back up to the big machine. And see if we can get this going here.
I'll try to get it to start with the help of those plans. The controls in the lift room will be functional now.
Okay. Can I put this in here yet? It won't let me. Alright, let's head back down to the lift room then. Steam.
Steam is running out through one of the pipes. I should block that hole with something.
Okay, how about the rag?
I would burn myself. Not with my bare hands. I'd get burnt.
Alright. Now that we've heard that, now we should be able to go back up and put the rag in the water. Like this.
I have dampened the window.
See what I mean? Oh. What's this say now?
I can't see but a few meters ahead. Maybe I could use the lift, if it's not beyond repair, to somewhere further on. This part of the gallery has been entirely filled up with earth. There's no chance of going this way.
Okay. But yeah, see what I mean? Like, everything in this mine section is literally just go here, go there. You need this to get here, to go there, to get this, to get that. It's annoying. It just feels like filler.
I blocked the hole in the pipe.
Now what?
The machine couldn't take a full power input, damn it. Maybe it's just a blown fuse. Maybe it's just a blown fuse.
Okay. Can I get one from here?
One of the fuses has blown. One of the fuses has blown.
Okay. But I can't right-click it or that. So now I guess I have to go back up to the switch box up above. If I remember correctly. Because this remained a hotspot in here.
I'll try using the fuse from this box in the lift room generator.
else?
Nothing I could use.
No. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go back down.
It should work with this fuse.
Okay.
It's running full power now. I should try to call the main lift. Maybe it will work, and I'll get out of here finally.
Maybe. Finally. Well, something's blinking.
Perfect. The lift is operational.
Yay. Get me the hell out of here.
At last, this is the highest floor. I should be out of here with only a little effort now.
Alright. Let's have a look in here. Heap of dirt.
Just a big heap of damp earth, nothing more. It smells of metal rust.
Okay. Boxes.
It probably used to hold dynamite. There are some leftover wicks. Nothing else except the old wicks.
Can I take the old wicks? Apparently not. Alright, now this part can be tricky. So... we have a gun with 2 bullets. We need those 2 bullets, and if we make a mistake, we're going to need to restart. So let's have a look here at the grate.
The grate is closed with a padlock chain. The grate is...
Now let's look at a firm padlock.
I can't get rid of it with my bare hands.
Right click.
The right side of the lock is quite rusty. Maybe I'll be able to break it somehow. Maybe I'll...
Okay, so you need that dialogue. Now let's save. So now when we shoot it, we're going to shoot the weak part of the lock. But I need to shoot... where is it? There we go.
I must aim carefully and hit the most fragile part of the lock. A perfect shot. The padlock is down.
Now, if you didn't get the dialogue where he notices the weak part, you would waste a bullet there. And then you wouldn't have a bullet for this next bit.
The way is free. I did it. This isn't looking good.
Use the gun on it. If you didn't have that second bullet available, I don't think you can get past this part. So the only part of the game I know of that could be...
I scrambled through the vast area of the woods and set off for the castle. I was lucky today. I thought I would never make it out of the depths of the mines.
Oh, Samuel. Come, join us.
You look terrible, Samuel. Did something happen?
No, it's just that I've had a difficult day. I'm all right.
You came in rather late. I did want to have a word with you, but I have to leave for the sanatorium in a short while.
Now? At night?
Yes, there is a problem that cannot wait.
Can't you put it off to tomorrow morning?
Unfortunately, I cannot.
What's this about, then?
I do not know exactly myself. I will determine the situation when I arrive there. It must not be anything serious. You need not worry, Victoria.
Please return as soon as possible. I do not like your going there at night in this terrible weather.
It's late already. I must go now. See you tomorrow, Samuel.
Goodbye.
Be careful, Robert.
Do not fear.
I'll be leaving for Wales tomorrow, Victoria. I should return in 2 days.
To Wales? May I ask why?
Oh, just for a visit.
Haven't seen dear Eleanor for a very long time. I will write a letter to her first thing in the morning. Will you take it to her along with my greetings?
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll go to my room now, Victoria. I need to take a rest.
Of course, Samuel.
According to William's diary, the next key has to be in the Wales Manor. I must not delay. I'll set off tomorrow. I awoke drenched in sweat today. My past memories are haunting me even in my dreams. I should not have returned. I cleared my thoughts and decided to carry on with what I had begun. I set off for our family's manor in Wales so that I could finish what William couldn't. I hope Eleanor will not refuse my visit. I don't even know whether she'll still remember me. According to William's diary, the next key must be somewhere at the manor. I have to obtain it. However, I have no clue as to where to start looking. The grate is locked.
And there we go. We are now in a new area. We're in Chapter 3. There's actually 6 chapters to this game, so that would make it seem as if we are about halfway done, but actually the last 2 chapters happen pretty quickly, so we're probably a little bit past the halfway point. That being said, let's have a look around here, look for hot spots. Broken statue.
The left leg of the statue is broken off. There's a nail stuck in the column. It barely holds in there. It barely holds in there.
Well then take it, fool. What am I supposed to do? This? Nail? How do I get the nail?
There are some coins in it.
Maybe a coin? Dig it out? No? I don't have anything else.
It barely...
Main gate's locked.
Hello? Is anyone there? No one heard me.
Anything else I can click on? The wall.
The upper spikes look as sharp as the lower ones. There's no going this way.
Okay, well, let's check the doorbell.
I'll wait for a while. Maybe the ringing was too short for anyone to hear me.
Maybe.
It seems that the wires inside barely connect.
Okay, now can we get the nail?
It wasn't at all hard to pull out.
That's what he said. Now we can take the nail and create contact between the wires.
I'll try to stick the nail under the doorbell so that it connects the wires. That seems to have helped. Someone's coming.
All right.
What do you want, sir? Madam Eleanor is not expecting anyone today.
I am Samuel Gordon from Black Mirror. I am here to visit Eleanor. Take me to her, please.
I'm sorry, sir, that's quite impossible.
What do you mean?
Pardon me, you said you were a Gordon?
Yes, Samuel Gordon, the son of Randall Gordon.
I'd like to trust you, but I can't. There have been some problems recently, and I've got to be very careful about who I let in. Maybe if you could prove your identity somehow, sir.
I must say I expected a warmer reception.
I'm sorry, sir, I must insist.
Okay, I guess the mourning card?
I hope you will find this to be sufficient proof of my identity. It's William Gordon's mourning card. He is one of the reasons why I have come.
Of course, sir. I apologize for the disbelief. Some hoodlums tried to rob us a short while back, hence the extra caution, you see.
I understand. May we go in now?
Follow me. I'll see you inside. Pardon me, madam.
Yes, Louis. I see we have a visitor.
This is Samuel Gordon. He's come from Castle Black Mirror.
Oh, yes. I know who he is, Louis. That's all right. Is your memory failing you? I hope you welcomed our guest warmly, Louis.
I didn't know who he was, madam, and therefore I didn't want to let him in.
Welcome to Wales, Samuel. Hopefully Louis didn't annoy you too much.
No, madam. He explained the reasons for his cautious behavior.
We need to be extra careful these days. We were almost robbed last week. But that is probably of little interest to you. So why are you delighting me with your visit?
Can we speak in private?
I understand. Louis, can you return to your duties now?
Certainly, madam.
Thank you. I am so glad you have come, Samuel. I have not seen anyone from the family in years, and time passes so slowly here. Tell me, how long are you planning to stay with us?
Several days, I expect, but I don't know yet.
Only a few days? That's a pity. Victoria wrote about what had happened to William. I liked him very much. He was a great man. I regret not attending the funeral, but I am weak, and a long journey might affect my health further. I explained everything to Victoria in a letter. I hope she is not angry with me. Do you know whether she received my letter? I have not received a reply, and I do not know what to think about it.
But I have her reply here. I promised to deliver it.
Really? You are very kind. I am not keen on waiting in uncertainty. I will read it this evening. But surely you have not come just to deliver a letter.
Oh boy, lots of dialogue, okay.
Tell me, madam, when did you last see William?
That was a very long time ago. Yes, I do remember. He came to visit me 2 years ago, along with Robert. It was nice to see them again after such a long time.
How long did they stay?
Less than a month, I think. Why are you asking about it anyway?
I'm picking up certain pieces of a puzzle.
I see.
Do you remember any significant occurrence from that visit? Did William behave normally?
I do not remember him behaving in a... or maybe... As I recall, he was enormously interested in our family tune. That surprised me. He seemed quite obsessed with it. In fact, he kept asking me about it all the time and finally convinced me to take him inside. I did not want anyone to disturb my ancestors' rest, but I eventually gave in. I don't know what he'd been after, though he did not want to answer any of my questions, even though I asked him directly. That day, he really did behave strangely.
William was inside the tomb. However, he found nothing, just as he recorded in his diary.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have a look for ourselves, aren't we?
I found William's personal diary, Eleanor. I read all the important records several times. He mentions the tomb you spoke about. Are you sure he did not tell you anything about it? Can you remember anything more from his visit?
Much time has passed since then, Samuel, but my memory still serves me well. He did not give me any idea why he'd been interested in that place so much. Nothing at all.
I understand. You most probably are aware of the curse that has harassed our family for so long. What do you think about it?
The curse of the Gordons? You would not believe such a tale, would you? Being a young man of the modern age, Samuel?
The chronicles state that Durgam Gordon found his final rest somewhere at this manor. Perhaps this refers to your family tomb.
I do not think so. The tomb is old, but not older than 200 years. As far as I know, the tales about Durgam reach much farther into the past. The only thing I know of him is the memorial with his name. Even if the chronicles did not lie, his grave would have certainly fallen apart a long time ago.
William knew that Durgam's key must be somewhere at the manor. I've got to get into that tomb somehow. Madam, do you know this man?
He reminds me of someone, but I may be mistaken. Am I supposed to know him?
Oh, I believe so. It's William's protege.
James! I didn't recognize him in this older picture. I only knew him as a little boy. Oh, where could he be now?
He is in Robert's care, in the sanatorium in Ashbury.
Is he still... Poor lad. James was quite normal when he was young, but as he matured, that strange illness of his got worse. And he started to regress rapidly. That is why in the end William put him in Robert's hands. Poor boy. I'm glad you told me. At least I can pray for him.
Okay, well, we found a little bit more about the guy in the picture. He's being held by Robert in the sanitarium.
I remember the last time I was here as well. However, I'm a little surprised that you remembered me.
Of course I remember you. I have not lived here all my life. You know, I also spent some years at the Black Mirror Castle. My memory is the only thing that still serves me well. You were very young then. I can certainly understand that you would not remember the boring visits of relatives from afar.
I would also like a word with Richard. Can you tell me where I can find him?
Richard? My husband? I do not know. We barely see one another. I will tell you why before you ask. It's that damned chemistry lab of his and all those nonsensical experiments. You see, when he was young, he was an avowed scientist but never made his breakthrough. Years ago, he stopped his experiments for a long time, and I thought it was for good. But lately, the old fool has returned to those silly experiments and would rather spend his time with a microscope and formulae rather than with me.
So you don't know where I can find him?
I am angry with him right now. I'm not interested in the least what he is doing or where he is. I forbade him to carry out any experiments in the mansion, because I am afraid something might happen. If you want to talk to him, go to the old house in the garden. Most of the time, he closets himself in there with his chemicals. Surely you will be able to find him.
Sounds good.
May I know which room you plan to make available for me this evening?
Louis will get the east room ready for you. It is cozy and warm. You are my guest.
Thank you. Do you know that after having traveled a whole day, I almost did not make it past your main gate?
Yes, I do. Louis did not want to let you in. You must forgive him. He's only doing what he has been told.
Oh, it wasn't just Louis. The doorbell doesn't work.
Oh, well, this whole place is falling apart. Many things do not work anymore. The mansion is slowly deteriorating. Richard does not care about these things, and I cannot manage it all alone. I'm glad I at least have Louis to help me. Without him, the garden would have become desolate a long time ago. Would you please tell Louis to fix that silly doorbell?
Certainly. Eleanor, have you ever seen anything like this?
No. What is it supposed to be?
Oh, I hoped you would tell me.
I'm sorry.
According to William's diary, an object similar to this one should be somewhere here at the manor.
I really have not seen anything like it before.
Will you allow me to examine the grounds of the mansion?
Gladly. Consider yourself at home. Just tell Louis that you are my guest.
Look at these pictures. Do the images make any sense to you?
No, I'm afraid they don't. So what do the symbols mean?
I'm not sure myself, but I hope to find out. I think I'll go now.
Yeah. And we had a dream last night with another symbol and some body on a stone platform, so something else is probably coming pretty soon. With that being said, this episode has gone on long enough, so thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next time with another episode of Black Mirror. You stay safe out there and have a good night.